Hi everyone, welcome to the video. So I managed to get 3 job offers in 11 weeks of my job search with zero recruiter cold calls. And I want to show you exactly how I did it because nothing I did was lucky. And let me be very clear in the beginning of the video that I am not going to tell you the job market is easy because it is not, right? I have seen it, good people, hardworking people with solid experience are sitting without callbacks for months. And this is a reality right now. But the people who were getting offers, even now who are getting offers, are actually doing something different. Not something magical, not some shortcut, something that actually made sense to me when I looked it up. So in this video, I will walk you through exactly what I did. I'm a project manager, by the way, but this is not just for project managers. If you are in engineering, data design, DevOps, anything in tech, this is going to help you. Let's talk about why most people are struggling right now with job opportunities and what I was doing wrong before I figured this out. I was applying to everything. Naukri, LinkedIn, company websites. I was spraying applications like there's no tomorrow. And because I thought more applications mean more chances. But I was wrong, completely wrong for this kind of job market. Companies these days are receiving hundreds of applications for a single role. And most of these companies are now using ATS systems, as you must be aware. It's AI based screening. Which happens when you upload your resume. So your CV is actually filtered out by these AI tools before a human actually looks into it. So the strategy that worked in, let's say, 2019 is not working today. The market has changed, the approach has to change as well. Then I turned to AI, but not the way most people do. Everyone was talking about using AI for job search, but I realized that most people were using it the wrong way. They were using it to send more applications faster, but that didn't really help them in their job search. When I researched more, I realized that I have to go deeper on selected companies. And the first thing that I should be looking at is, or trying to decode, is the JD. What pain are they hiring to solve? What is a company actually worried about? The answers gave me the angle for every conversion. Now, the second point is that you have to build a story, not just a tailored resume, because see, you have to realize that a tailored resume changes just a few words, right? But a tailored story, this sort of connects your past to the problem that the company is trying to solve. The third point, which is also very important, is that you have to prepare yourself for the tough questions, for the uncomfortable questions, and not just the softballs. I'm talking about the sharp ones here, like your last product failed. Walk me through that. And I had already sat with those questions before I walked into any room. For engineers and data folks, the same approach will apply. Just translate your work into business impact. Now let's talk about the 20 companies strategy that I've followed. I quite like the strategy. So what do you do in the strategy when you sort of put this to application? What you do is, instead of applying to too many companies at one point, you just focus on 20 companies at one point. And I know that sounds counterintuitive to a lot of people, but what happens is when you have just 20 companies, you can research them properly. And when you show up with better context, better than what 95% of candidates show up with. So you have a better chance there. Now let's talk about the LinkedIn outreach. You don't need to message people cold. They have no reason to reply to strangers, and you need to understand that instead of messaging people cold, you need to find the right people at your target company. Start commenting on their posts, genuine comments. Do this for a week or two, and they'll start recognizing you. They'll start recognizing your name. And then what you do is, and now that you're not a stranger to them anymore, then what you do is you just send a message. Been following your posts, really insightful. I'm exploring opportunities at your company. Any advice? And then what happens is, like, people actually love giving advice, and many companies pay referral bonuses. So they actually have a reason to help you. You got to use that. Two of my offers, you won't believe, they came from conversations that started this way. Now, the salary negotiation, that's really important, right? That's all we work for, money. So you have to listen to this part very carefully. And this is where a lot of people leave money on the table. You will hear, what is your current CTC? Now, this very question is designed to anchor you to your past, not your current value. They say the band is fixed, but it's rarely as fixed as they say. They'll say that the market has softened, so we are being conservative, this and that, but you need to hold your number. And that's exactly what I did. I held my number. So go prepared with data. Look up on Glassdoor, LinkedIn, speak to your friends, your peers, and go prepare. And when they try and push you, show them the receipts. I would encourage you to take a note of this exact phrase that you can use. You can probably say something like, I'm genuinely excited about this opportunity, this role, and I want to make it work. And I'm looking at this number. Can we get there? In my case, I can tell you that 2 out of 3 companies came up. The third did not. I just walked away. Now, one last thing, show up with a point of view. Read the recent news. Pick one thing about them. Probably recent migration or something that is already there on LinkedIn, which is public. Just ask about it in the interview. Not to impress. This is not to impress, just to show you already think about their problems. You've not even joined the company, but you're thinking about the problems. This is really something that impresses the interviewers. Now, interviewers remember the candidates who make them think. So you have to be that person. All right, and that's a wrap. See you in the next video.